take decisive action to stop the threat posed by the terrorist regime in Iran with Operation Epic Fury. Is that a great name? Well, it's only good if you win. You know, you can only do. And we've won. Let me tell you, we've won.
I have to say, even I am blown away by what a gigantic clusterfuck this is.
All right, let's talk about how Trump's Iran war is going. 2,000 people are now dead, mostly civilians. Hundreds of children, including over 100 little girls who our government has now determined a U.S. missile strike killed when it hit their elementary school. 7 American troops are dead. 140 have been wounded, 8 severely wounded, many with brain injuries. Our government says that the first week of this war has cost us $11.3 billion, with a B, more than a third of what it would have cost to prevent 22 million Americans from seeing their premiums double by extending the Obamacare subsidies. Instead, we spent it on this war. And our intel agencies say that for the $11 billion we've spent, Iran's leadership is still largely intact and not at risk of imminent collapse. This is per Reuters. On that note, we got the first public statement from the new, younger, more extreme Ayatollah who vowed to take revenge on Israel and America. This is a day after the FBI issued an urgent warning to local law enforcement that, quote, Iran allegedly aspired to conduct a surprise attack on California using drones fired from a ship off the coast. And Trump said that he's been briefed on the existence of terrorist sleeper cells in America, but, quote, we know where most of them are, I think. Naturally, the president's public remarks this week have reflected the seriousness of the crisis at hand. He's now using the name of the military operation that has led to a gigantic war in the Middle East, the biggest U.S. deployment since the Iraq War. 7 Americans are dead, hundreds wounded, thousands of people dead in the Middle East, and he's using it as an applause line at a rally.
But I have to say, even I am blown away by what a gigantic clusterfuck this is. And it seems to be spiraling out of control in a way that going to have really serious short, medium-term implications for the world and Americans, American safety, security, and our economy, and potentially dramatic long-term consequences for the world order, the shape of the Middle East, our allies, both in the region and in the world. I mean, it's just an absolute mess. And the thing about it is, it's one of the worst own goals in history. There was no argument for this. There was no strategic imperative, no threat. Trump just stumbled ass backward into something that could become World War III.